Hey everybody! For my Golden Nugget presentation, I decided to make a video instead of trying to overcome my social awkwardness and actually present in front of you guys. Today, I'm going to discuss my 3 Golden Nuggets that I gathered during the course of my field study with the Providence men's rugby team. As I've brought up in class, the relevance of masculinity within the sport of rugby cannot be overstated. This is evident in the field they use to practice, which is the first of my Golden Nuggets. As you can see, the condition of the field and its location are not ideal. Players on the rugby team take pride in these rugged conditions, citing their discovery of discarded heroin needles on the field earlier in the season as evidence of the danger they face every time they step foot on it. To you and me, this seems like an extreme biohazard, and risking contamination from whatever disease or substances are on those needles simply for your love of the game, well, it doesn't make much sense. However, the field represents another valuable way to assert one's masculinity among the rugby players. Braving the dangers of playing here asserts one's willingness to accept pain for the benefit of the team. This is a sign of toughness, which is directly related to your place in the team's hierarchy and a sign of your masculinity. This may seem weird to present as my second Golden Nugget, but I honestly feel that one of the most important things that happened to me during the course of my field study was getting punched in the face. Although it wasn't the most enjoyable experience, it taught me a lot about the importance of hierarchy in the group and its connection to masculinity. By tackling a veteran on the team, I upset the team's hierarchy. Since it is based on length of tenure, or how long you've been on the team, and masculinity, by challenging the hierarchy, or by asserting my toughness over the veteran whom I tackled, he was forced to lash out at me in order to restore the hierarchy and his masculinity. Masculinity is not solely important within the context of the team's hierarchy. It's also important for these players' self-esteem. Oftentimes, within their everyday lives, they feel demasculated, and the hypermasculine culture of rugby allows them to restore their masculinity. By tackling this player, I challenged his masculinity, and feeling threatened, he was forced to respond and lash out at me. This constant need to assert one's masculinity in order to establish one's place within the team's hierarchy creates tension between the A-side and the B-side teams. When I say A-side and B-side, I'm basically referencing the rugby equivalent of a varsity and a JV team. Although A-side members claim competition for spots on the first team is a non-issue, B-side members tended to resent their position much more and were envious of those on the A-side. This was evidenced by Eddie, a player on the B squad who felt he deserved to be playing in the A-side team and would make sure everybody around him knew this through verbal complaints. Eddie was not alone in feeling like this, and a number of players on the B squad feel that they would not be able to break into the A squad team. This, I feel, is also evidenced by the fact that I got punched in the face. As a rookie, me asserting my toughness over a player within the A squad was threatening to them, and although members of the A team are more than willing to accept newcomers onto the rugby team itself, feel threatened when they attempt to break into the A squad. I felt that this tension between the A squad and the B squad was worthy of my third Golden Nugget. Having said that, I conclude my Golden Nugget presentation. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it much more than I enjoyed making it.